Well, I'm still looking at my Twitter feed exploding after Charlie Gasparino and I began arguing yesterday on the show over the fairness of the SEC's new report on January's meme stock mania, specifically the power of the retail investor in driving up GameStop shares 2,700% that month alone, even in the face of huge short positions. Listen. The report says the media characterized trading in GameStop as an act of rebellion intended to humble short-selling professional investors who had allegedly targeted the stock. What part of 130% of the float being shorted at GameStop is alleged? I mean, that to me is right away skewed.
Well, Liz, people need, I'm not saying you, but maybe you too, you need to understand how markets work. What they said was the conspiracy theory, and this is after tons of analysis. And by the way, Gary Gensler would stop screaming in my ear. But I'm just telling you this. That report shot down every conspiracy theory.
Yeah, but it pumped up the gamification, acting like these retail investors are stupid and they're distracted by shiny objects.
No, stop it. I read the thing twice.
So did I. I have it right here.
Did you read the report?
Okay, now I'm getting yelled at in my ear.
Just because you have it right here doesn't mean you read it.
Oh, okay. What part of 130% of a float shorted is alleged? Boing, joining us now live from the Milken Conference in L.A., Charlie Gasparino. Monsieur Gasparino.
By the way, did you read the? Have you read the report yet?
Oh no, I never read it. Yes, I read it.
But here's where it just totally destroys all the AMC ape conspiracy theories. By the way, I want AMC to thrive. I like Adam Aaron. I think he's been doing a great job. One of the best jobs. But the AMC apes conspiracy theories have been destroyed. And here's how. They think the only way you could short something more than its float, like 135% of its float, is if you operate through dark pools and naked short selling. And this report said there was none of that. That dark pools and naked short selling had nothing to do with this.
Yes, but I didn't argue that point, Charlie. The point that I argued was that the actual report.
No, this is what you said.
You're very rude.
No, but you said. No, but here's what you said. You said that I don't know how you could short something more than its float, but it's called common sense.
I know, but Charlie, I'll end with this because I know you've got some news. I'll end with this because I know you've got some new breaking news. But here's one Twitter. Follower who said to me, Charlie tried to tell you, Liz, that you don't know how to play poker, and yet somehow you raked all the chips over to your side of the table. Okay, go on with your news.
What does that guy speak the English language or write the English language?
Go on.
English is his second language.
I can't.
We do have decent breaking news on the Bitcoin ETF. Here's what we're hearing, Liz, that this is going to be a tough sell to retail investors. And one of the reasons why is that the big brokerage firms, Morgan Stanley in particular, from what we understand, are putting restrictions on brokers actually selling the Bitcoin futures ETF to their small investor clients. Well, we understand if you're a broker at Morgan Stanley, and the brokers at Morgan Stanley have been getting inundated, what we understand, even Merrill Lynch, you name it, with requests from their clients to get them in that, whether it's a good investment. They're saying that we can't put you in that thing. We have restrictions on getting you into the Bitcoin ETF. If you want to invest in Bitcoin, well, at Morgan Stanley in particular, you have to have $2 million in assets, so you have to be high net worth. And on top of that, they have some Bitcoin funds on their platform, not the futures contract. So I think, we were talking to Mike Novogratz, the big crypto investor, Brad Garlinghouse of Ripple XRP. They were also dubious about this thing being a breakthrough retail investment because it's risky. And when you invest in futures, it's like another level of explaining. And here you have where a brokerage firm, Morgan Stanley in particular, is not allowing the sale of this thing through their brokerage channel. So, I think Novogratz and Brad had it right in the sense that this is for crypto and Bitcoin, particularly crypto. This is sort of a moment, right? It shows that we are moving towards mainstream acceptance. But the fact that it's a futures contract, making it a little more complicated, the fact that, some other aspects to it, is going to hinder its broad retail appeal. And I think we should just put that in consideration, even as Bitcoin keeps going up every day and people think it's, this is a big step towards Bitcoin selling at 100K. Anyway, Liz, I hope you read the report, the Gary Gensler's report. I hope you don't fall asleep while you're reading it, because
I found it fascinating.
It is the most turgid.
No, it is not.
You find that. You find, I don't want to say it. What else do you find fascinating?
Hey, I find it really important that Gary Gensler is out to protect investors. I think that's great, but I pointed out some flaws here.
He's not protecting anybody. By the way, here's the irony: the apes think that he's protecting them.
No, they don't.
He shut down all their conspiracy theories.
You got it all wrong.
They do. They think he's going to end payment for order flow. He's going to bring down Kenny G. He's not doing anything. That report was basically said the markets are working fine, and there's no conspiracy theories. There's no naked short selling. Yeah. There's no dark pool manipulation. It's all in there.
The apes have muscle. Period, Charlie. Okay, cut him off
quickly
before he starts. Take him off this.